How do you feel the non-conference as a whole, I guess, accomplished two things? One, how do you think it'll be viewed in March when it comes seating time? And two, prepare you guys to compete at the top of the Big 12?
I'd say the first part of it, non-conference, as much as, you want to learn, you want to get better, you want to understand what your team and the areas you can improve. Obviously, doing that and being successful and not having to learn in losses is important. And I think we're fortunate. I felt like we've had a pretty good non-league slate overall, and to come out with one loss and that to be, a game that went to the last possession on a team that's really good is good. So I think I think there's a lot of positives to take away from what we've done. I think it's shown we've seen at times the team that we can be. I would say that the consistency is going to be something that we need to continue to work on both ends. And I'm pleased with where we're at. I think as far as how that will be viewed in March, I think it was, we've had some good wins. We've had a road win. We've had some good neutral wins. I think all those matter. And, now as our guys go home for the break and have some time with their families, it's shifting gears. It's turning that page to that next part of the schedule.
At this point of the year, what are some areas that you feel like you guys still need to fine-tune as conference play unfolds?
Yeah, I'd say defensively, specifically, we've got to be better guarding the basketball, guarding the middle pick and roll. Those were both exposed today by fast guards, a really good coach that had a week to prepare and put us in some really challenging positions. And so I've got a lot of respect for Coach Broadus, known him a long time. They did a great job spacing us and using their speed and space to take advantage. So we got to be better there. Definitely got to be better finishing plays on the glass. Part of that's blocking out. Part of that is pursuing the basketball with two hands and being resilient. Our guards rebounding down. Those areas really stand out. Offensively, I love how we share the ball. We move the ball. Excuse me. There's always things you can be better at, and we'll continue to work on. But I feel like offensively, there's a lot of strengths, ability to play for one another, go inside, attack from the perimeter, off the dribble, into the paint. Got a lot of good things. We've just got to be a little bit more patient at times to get the best shot we can and continue to, attack in the paint and be on the offensive boards.
For the guys that are new to the team and new to the Big 12, what do you tell them to get them ready for that conference grind, or is it just a matter of they have to go through the belly of the beast personally and experience it?
Yeah, I would say, more than anything, it's, we try to focus on what's in front of us that day, and it's to have a great practice. And, it's like the Maui trip. You have to be able to handle adversity because I think it's highly unlikely that anybody's going to go 20-0 in Big 12 play. And you have to be able to handle success. And I think both are equally important because I think at times when teams have success, they become a little bit more complacent and not as focused and maybe feeling good about themselves in a way that takes focus away from the task at hand. And then that in this league you're going to have adversity. There's going to be losses, and there's another game coming right at you. And with 20 games after the break, there's not time off. There's not a bye. There's not an opportunity to regroup. So the mental toughness you have when you're to not be successful, to come right back and right a wrong, or to play well when you didn't, is going to be important. And then there's the last piece, is knowing that, with the strength of the league, you can play great against some of these, against a team on a given night and still not be successful. And the mental challenge that goes along with that. So I think so much of it is the mental part. So much of it comes down to, can you keep getting better every single day? That'll be our challenge. It certainly felt like last year's team had the ability to do that. Where they were at the end of the year relative to where they were at Christmas was a substantial difference. And so the guys who are with us will set the tone that way in practice, and the new guys will make sure that their focus and mindset is, we are here to get better today and continue to carry that forward one day at a time.
TJ, what was your overriding message to the team heading into the break after acknowledging maybe not being at your best on the defensive end, but the offensive consistency was certainly there, and sharing the basketball, six double-figure guys, all that?
Yeah, the three things that we really want to do well, guard the ball, rebound the ball, and share the ball. I think the share the ball certainly was the positive. So the message was really, non-conference, we did the job we needed to do. Should feel good about that. I think, guys, at times, like, you've got to celebrate certain things, not too much, but enough where you appreciate the hard work that you've done. And then I also believe that it's important that after you do that, that you understand the focus that you need to have as you continue to move forward. So I feel like, our messaging more than anything is take this time, get away, get with your families, enjoy that part of this. We all need a recharge. We all need to have that time with our family, and that will help you to come back and be even more focused when we resume practice again on the 26th.
Going back to conference play, you talked about the challenges of it. This year it expands to 20 games. That's something that you haven't experienced as a Big 12 head coach or assistant coach. How have you tried to learn how to best prepare your team for an expanded league schedule?
Yeah, I don't know that we'll do anything different than what we've done in the past outside of, that it's the 2 extra games makes it, whether it's a week longer or the 2 games with not having a bye. So I think the ability for teams to get the most out of each day is important. I think, obviously they're staying healthy. You always want to walk that line of practicing extremely hard, but then making sure that bodies are not in jeopardy and you're not creating a greater risk for injury. And so it's a fine line that you're always trying to walk and do that. And look, I'd say, I haven't looked at the league schedule truthfully to know, how it all stacks up and, we're going here and going there. But I do know this, you've got to look at what's right in front of you. Because oftentimes you look at that schedule and say, well, these next couple games will be this or be that. And I have so much respect for all the coaches and the programs in our league that I know there's going to be games that happen in the league on any given night anyone can win the game. And so having the focus to be at your best every day in practice and on game night will continue to be where we put our mindset.
TJ, you guys had a season high in blocks today. How important was it for you guys to get those, especially on the defensive end today?
Yeah, I feel like, on one end it's great, and the other end it means we were getting beat off the dribble a lot, and the ball was getting driven to the rim, and we had our back line of defense need to bail us out. So, activity level is good. I felt like Deshaun specifically made some plays on the back line. I thought he had some plays out in front defensively where he generated turnovers with his activity level. His activity level defensively is going to continue to be important. As big as he is, people are going to try to challenge him when he's out away from the basket, his mobility and those sort of things. And I thought today he had some really good plays that he made. We've got to be better. The ball came into the post too much. We didn't do a great enough job when it came in there being as physical as we'd have liked. We also weren't as physical, with our rim defense. So I think we made some plays, it's great. And at the same time, there was too many plays out there based on things that we didn't do well defensively in terms of guarding the basketball.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.